Hi, I'm Amanda and welcome to the Hot Plate. Today we're getting steamy in the kitchen making a roasted pork tenderloin. This is a great one-pot dish. We all get busy as the year starts to go on, so this is a simple way to get a healthy meal whether you're cooking for one or a group. We've got kosher salt, some freshly ground black pepper, extra virgin olive oil, 1 red onion, 1 orange pepper, 2 tablespoons of whole grain mustard, 1 green apple, some baby potatoes, a sprig of rosemary, and our pork tenderloin. Start by preheating your oven to 350 degrees. While the oven's preheating, we'll start with the base of our one-pot dish, so that's our fruits and vegetables in this case. Starting with our onion, we're going to remove both ends. Then we'll make a careful incision lengthwise down the outer skin so that we can easily remove it. Slice the onion in half, then 1/2 at a time slice it lengthwise into 1/2-inch pieces. Transfer all of the onion pieces into your baking dish. Now onto our yellow pepper. We're going to cut off all of the sides so that we can discard the core, which is the seedy part in the middle. And then we'll just slice that also into 1/2-inch thick slices. Add that to the onions. Next for our apple, we're going to cut around the core so that we have 4 quarter pieces. We'll then be slicing those into also 1/2-inch slices. Transfer that to the baking dish. Finally, we have our potatoes. Now, because we're using baby potatoes, we'll quarter these. If you were using larger potatoes, you'd want to break them down into similar sized pieces, so about 2 inches by 2 inches. Add the potatoes to the baking dish with the rest of the ingredients. We'll now drizzle the base of our one-pot dish with plenty of olive oil, season it up with a little freshly ground pepper and some kosher salt. Now we're moving on to our pork. We have a bit of a marinade for the pork, which is simply our Dijon mustard and our rosemary. So we've got our 1 sprig of fresh rosemary here, which could be substituted for 1 teaspoon dried rosemary if you happen to have that instead. And we're just going to remove all the leaves off of the sprig and then finely chop them. Once they're finely chopped, transfer them to a small bowl with the mustard and stir it until it's combined. We'll now bring over our pork tenderloin. This has been sitting at room temperature for 15 minutes. You could let it sit for anywhere from 15 to 30. We're going to drizzle it with olive oil and then firmly coat it, and then sprinkle it with some salt and pepper to make sure that it's properly seasoned. Now we're just going to use our hands and we're going to spread our marinade evenly over the pork tenderloin. Once it's completely coated, transfer it on top of the vegetables and fruit in our baking dish. Now our pork's ready to go into the oven, so we're going to transfer it into the middle of the oven, and we're going to be baking this one for about 40 to 50 minutes, but make sure to check it because it'll vary depending on size. Our pork's all ready. It feels nice and firm on the outside, so we're ready to take it out of the oven, let it rest for 10 minutes, and slice it up. Our pork is all done. We have it nice and sliced with some of those beautiful roasted vegetables. I can't wait to get a nice little bit on here. So I'm going to take a piece of pork and then I'm going to put it on with a piece of apple because I love that combo, and I'm ready for my bite. Oh yeah. Apple and pork is such a beautiful combination. That Dijon gives it a good tanginess, but you get that comfortiness from the rosemary. This is the perfect one-pot dish whether you're cooking for alone or friends. Thank you so much for checking out The Hot Plate. Make sure to check out this and all of our other episodes and recipes at thehotplate.com and updates on our Facebook page, facebook.com/thehotplate.